City of Saratoga Springs Planning Commission meeting for Thursday, July 16th. We'll go ahead and start with the Pledge of Allegiance, and Commissioner Hill, would you lead us in that, please? Sure. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner Hill. Well, as far as roll call, we are missing our commissioner, our planning commissioner chair, Commissioner Burns, and we're also missing NH. Otherwise, everyone's here. And so we'd like to take a moment. Do we have Eden here? Is she here yet? No. Okay, then we'll look for an opportunity to hear from her later on. Well, we'd like to open up for some public input, and let me read this if you would, please. This time has been set aside for the public to express ideas, concerns, and comments for subject matter not listed on the public hearing on the agenda. Limit of 3 minutes per speaker. Unused time may not be given to another. Time for public input is limited to no more than 15 minutes. So we just like to open up to the public for any comments or input. All right, seeing that there's none, we'll go ahead and close that. And are we ready for the oath of office? Great. We'd like to turn some time over to someone. This is exciting because we have a new commissioner, Matt Harris, who's going to be sworn in and have the oath of office administered. So go ahead.
I, Matthew Harris,
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and the Constitution of the State of Utah,
and that I will discharge the duties
and that I will discharge the duties
of my office with fidelity.
of my office with fidelity.
That's it. Okay, I'll have you sign this.
And if it would be all right, we could have Commissioner Harris give a little introduction.
You bet. Is this his 15-minute talk that he's prepared?
15 minute, yes.
Okay, less than 15 minutes. Please.
Does that work? Okay. I wanted to do this because we've just had some activity in our neighborhood, and I've had a lot of neighbors kind of suggest that this would be something I should try and do, and so I'm excited to be here. It's kind of fun to be on this side of things, I guess, right now. I think one of my first times being here was for my Citizenship in the Community Merit Badge. It was like the first time I ever attended a city meeting, and so to kind of now be on this side, it's kind of exciting. I'm glad to be here, and hopefully that the existing council will be patient with me as I learn, and I'll do my best to fulfill this role. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We're excited to have you, and considering that you went and visited as a child and you came back, we are really grateful. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and start with we have on the agenda public hearing. So amendment to Title 19 Land Development Code of the City of Saratoga Springs, Chapter 19.09, establishment of land use zones and official map, citywide, city-initiated Senior Planner David Yellen.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Wow, very loud. Okay, Sarah, can you click on that? Okay, great. Let's see if it's gonna work for me. Do I have it on? I don't. There we go. Great. Awesome. So as stated, this is a public hearing for a code amendment to Chapter 1904 of City Code. There are two parts of this code amendment that I wanted to go through in my presentation this evening. Please feel free to stop me if you have any questions about this. The first part of this code amendment is specifically to 1904-07, which is our land use table. I've added 1904-06 here for reference. In 1904-06, we go through and define the various zoning districts within the city. In this particular section, it defines the residential and the agricultural zones. The two zones that are shown here are the R140 and R120 residential zoning districts. You'll note that in these districts, they define what the purpose of the district is, and then each of them has a sentence at the end of them that says, to achieve these goals, the minimum lot size is 40,000 square feet in the R140 zone and 20,000 square feet in the R120 zone, stating that that is the intended minimum lot size for each of those zones. In reviewing code in 1904-07, in our land use table, we noted that the minimum lot sizes for both of those zones were not quite consistent with what our definition said. So the first part of this code amendment is to update those so that they accurately reflect what is written in those zoning definitions. And so you'll see here in the R140, that has been updated from 1 acre to 40,000 square feet for the minimum lot size, and then 14,000 square feet to 20,000 square feet within the R120. So that is the first part of this code amendment that's being proposed. The second part of this code amendment goes hand in hand with a code amendment that we ran last year. Some of you may remember we took forward this exact same setback along arterials in our non-residential zones. The intent at the time was to have this be overarching and apply to all of our non-residential zones. And looking at code, we realized that our mixed-use zoning district has its own table separate from the rest of our non-residential zones. And so the goal in adding this was just to be consistent with that, as the intent was always to have it within this zone. And so those are the two parts to this code amendment this evening. If there are any questions from the Planning Commission, I am happy to answer those at this time.
Any questions? Oh, please.
Thank you, Chair. David, again, as we've said many times, we so much appreciate when staff really looks carefully to make sure there's consistency among our code. And this is just another one that I think gives more clarification and brings us in line. And again, the setbacks seem to be in line with where we have been. Again, I don't know, this is one that is being told from the state that we need to do. It just cleans up what we're trying to do. It makes it easier for you guys to deal with contractors and the public. So again, my hat's off to you because it takes time and effort to refine this. So thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Hill. Any other comments or questions? Great. I had just a question that, can you talk about the 105 feet? That seems like a long way back. What is the thought process there?
Yeah, my understanding, and Sarah can speak to this as well, this was something that the City Council originally brought up. Along arterial roads, we have sections where there's a trail corridor that's typically about 30 feet, if I'm recalling correctly. This is to preserve that corridor, and so by having such a large setback off of the center line of the right-of-way, it preserves that in the event that, you know, that trail section either needs to be moved or is missing from that area. So this is really just to give us that buffer to be able to preserve and continue to have those trails along arterial roads.
Okay.
I can add a little more. It does seem like a lot. So the center line of an arterial would be the center line of Redwood Road. And generally, half of that is 60 feet, or half of the right-of-way of Redwood Road. It's 180 feet total, but within the 180 feet, you have 30 feet on each side for the trail and landscaping. Then you have 60 feet on each side, so 90 feet, right? 90 feet of that is just for the asphalt and then the trail corridor. So then it's just another 15 feet. So this is really like a 15-foot setback, but we had to do it from the center line of the road because if we did it from property line, that's a little different for everybody along that corridor.
This helps a lot. Thank you. It seemed like a lot, but now you've narrowed that. Appreciate that. Thank you. All right, well, let's go ahead. This is a public hearing, so we'll go ahead and open it up now for the public to make comments. And so we just want to remind you that that's a limit to 3 minutes per speaker, and unused time may not be given to another. Do we have any comments from the public? Okay, seeing no comments from the public, we'll go ahead and close it to the public hearing portion of that. And any questions or comments from the commission? Okay, it seems that we have none. Do we have a motion?
I'll go ahead and move. I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation for approval of the proposed code amendments to Chapter 19.04 with findings and conditions in the staff report.
Great, thank you so much. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Okay, it's clearly passed. Thank you so much. Let's
Thank
move-
you.
Thank you so much. Let's move over to public hearing number 2. I'll go ahead and read that from the agenda. Excuse me, how do you say that? Thank you. Evasive Fiber Shelter, UCCU Major Site Plan Amendment located at 1364 North Commerce Drive. This amendment is a proposal for a 12 by 12 telecommunication shelter to be placed on the east side of the property in an existing landscaped area, Weston Renmuld, as applicant planner Sam Stout. Please.
Okay, great, and we do have Weston here, and he can answer any questions that you have that I'm not able to give you. And so we wanted to start Commissioner Harris with having a really tough one of 200 square foot utility shed, so get ready. Just joking. But anyway, so this is located at the Utah County Credit Union property, so near our old city hall, so along Crossroads and Commerce Drive. So this location is in the regional commercial zone. It is a site plan it's a major site plan amendment. What the goal is to put a fiber shed on the property, and it meets the land use zone code as well as 1905, which for private utility building and private utility building or facilities and public utility buildings, it says that because it's a non-occupied utility shed building, like someone will come in for just maintenance, but no one's going to occupy it. So because of that, it does not have to meet all the setbacks and the different architecture design requirements, as long as it's outside of the public utility easement, which it is. And this is the site plan where we look at. So there will be a little walkway. So it's kind of on the southeast corner of the property. And this is where it will be located. And it will be just about 200 square feet in size. And on the right is some ideas for, it'll be in the 1905 code. It needs to be an earth tone, so it will be an earth tone color. But those are the designs of the shed. And this is open now. If anyone has any questions or comments, planning is ready for them.
Thank you very much, Sam. Do we have any questions from the commission? Yeah, Commissioner Hill, please.
Sam, thank you for your write-up. I know this site very well, and it's large enough that I think this will blend in without being troublesome for the neighborhood or for the line of sight. Is this building a permanent fixture?
I think Weston can answer that.
Yes, it
Okay.
will be permanent. It is a pre-built building, and we will crane it in, and it will be anchored onto a concrete foundation.
So it'll have a small foundation and be
Yes,
anchored?
yep, it'll have a
Okay.
foundation with footings.
Because I was looking at some of the...
Commissioner Hill, just a second. Would
Okay.
you mind stating your name and your address, please?
Sorry, my name's Weston Raymond with Strata Networks. I'm here on behalf of Evasive Fiber. I'm located out of Roosevelt, Utah.
Do you have an address there?
Yeah,
Is that good enough? Okay, fantastic. Go ahead, Commissioner Hill.
Thank you, Chair. I was just, looking at the shall comply, and color was part of it, but there was the last one that talked about if it wasn't a permanent fixture, color might, if it was a temporary fixture, it might not be of concern. So that's why I asked the question, if it was permanent, and you've addressed the color, it'll fit the standard for color. Like I say, I'm very familiar with that location. There's plenty of room there. It'll be tucked away. I think it's a perfect place for that to happen. So again, Sam, thank you for the write-up. It's good to meet you, and thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. And a couple times over the years, we've been asked to select the color. Thank you for not having us select the color. Okay, those were painful moments. So, all right, we'd like to turn some time over for any public comments. Do we have any public comments from this? If you do, limit of 3 minutes per speaker, and use time may not be given to another. Okay, let's close this portion from the public as far as public comments. Let's go to the commission. Any questions? Any additional comments? All right, this is pretty straightforward. All right, do we have a motion?
I move that the Planning Commission forward a recommendation can you hear me? For approval of the requested site plan amendment for Evasive Fiber Shelter UCCU located at 1364 North Commerce Drive with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Thank you, Commissioner Mann. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you, RH. Appreciate that. We want to give you any credit we can give you. You've done great. I'm kidding. Thank you so much. We have a motion. We have a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed say nay. Great. Clearly passed. Thank you so much. Appreciate your help. Let's go to business items. So the commission will discuss without public comment and may either make a recommendation to the city council or approve the following items as needed. Number one, Bonneville Drive Extension Preliminary Plat located at Bonneville Drive north of Hallmark Drive, city initiated. Senior Planner David Young.
Thank you, commission members. This is a preliminary plat for Bonneville Drive, a road dedication plat. This consists of the area extending north from the new high school that was recently approved through the city. If you'll recall that area, Bonneville Drive was extending to the west of the school, as you see curved there, and ending where you see it on the map there. This is to accomplish the rest of that portion, bringing it to the border with Eagle Mountain to the north. And so taking this through the code compliance, you'll note from the exhibit that was included in the staff report, there were a couple of red lines that were still on the plat. The city felt that this was in a place to take forward. Since even taking this, we have received the resubmittal, checking that to make sure it's clean. So the one item that shall comply that you'll note there is that the proposed preliminary plat match the city's standard template. Here is the plat for your reference. With that, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those. Otherwise, as stated, this is a road dedication plat. So,
Could you explain road dedication plat just a little bit? What are we deciding here?
yeah, just as its name implies, this is taking a portion of land that is intended to be right-of-way and dedicating it to the public for right-of-way purposes. And so the city is in the process of purchasing this. That purchase agreement is going to council next week, is my understanding. And then the plat is the formal process that's taken through to actually dedicate that land, so.
Okay, so it's land that the city's purchasing and it's be dedicated for this purpose. Great, thank you. Do we have any questions from the commission? Please, Commissioner Hill.
Thank you, David. Again, I think you mentioned it, but I just wanted to make sure as we take a look at 19.12 under subdivisions and the preliminary plat requirements, there were 6 shall not complies, but you'd indicated that that has been resubmitted with a redefinition of the red lines on the plat map.
Correct. Yeah, and those red lines were carried forward as part of this approval. They're addressed in the conditions, both in the engineering staff report that was included, along with the plat exhibit showing those red lines. And so those are items that are actively being taken care of by the city's consultant on this project. But yes, client, I should say.
And I also noticed that at the front that there are 5 conditions that are the typical things when we're developing land, sewer and roads and those types of things, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's the city, we're gonna do it right, but at the same token, it is a preliminary process that we're going through right now. So I just wanted to make sure that that's a part of the record, and as we read that in, that those conditions will be noticed and fall within the bounds of the code.
Precisely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Chair.
Hey, thank you very much. If we have no more discussion, then let's go ahead. Do we have a motion?
I'll do it.
Hey, thank you.
I move that the Planning Commission forward the recommendation for approval of the requested roadway dedication plat for Bonneville Drive with the findings and conditions in the staff report.
Thank you, Commissioner Mather. Do we have a motion? Do we have a second? Oh, sorry about that.
We used to sit here, but we've elevated
You threw me off.
Still the same person, different spot.
Sorry about that. Thank you. You got me this time. Thank you. All right, do we have a second?
I second.
Oh, wonderful. We have a second from Commissioner Harris. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay? Great, all were in favor. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead. Business item number 2, approval of minutes, June 25th, 2026. Do we have a motion?
I so move that we approve our Planning Commission minutes from June 25th, 2026.
Thank you. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Great, that passed. Very good. Let's go to commissioners' comments. Any comments from the commission? Please.
Just a couple of things. Again, we mentioned at our last meeting that we are doing the American Planners Association of Utah Fall Conference, and this year it'll be at the Davis Community Event Center, and so that's upcoming. So I just throw that out. It was mentioned and sent out to each of you that if you'd like to attend, that pre-registration is open. As I said before, we have a full day, Thursday's a full day, that will be dedicated for our planning commissioners throughout the state. So I just bring that up. 2 other things that are coming very soon, and this is for the Planning Commission, but it's also for staff. In August, on the 27th, we are going to have a program with UDOT that we're going to have UDOT present to us kind of their plan for the next couple of years, how they put priority on transportation. There will be question and answers. We've asked them to be able to go to a location, so we'll have a tour, a part of that. So anyone that wants to get a little more understanding of the state transportation plan, great opportunity to do that. And like I say, it'll be on August 27th. We don't know whether, I'm guessing it'll probably be a 3:30 or 4 o'clock, end of the day type of thing. And then in October, we are going to do a Larry H. Miller Real Estate and our Three Canyon project that's here in Saratoga Springs. And so any of you that really want to see kind of where we've been with the Saratoga Springs, Sarah will be a part of that. Tippy, we don't know, but we have, and we're going to be going to Larry H. Miller, their facility, and they're going to be presenting. I think we're pretty excited because of the communication that happened between the Utah Land Trust, the Larry Miller Group, and the city. If you remember, we had lots of good dialogue, and we've moved that along. And so, and some of the giving and taking that went, there's a thought that throughout the state there's going to be a lot of learning there, but we're going to be able to showcase the city of Saratoga Springs. So more information coming from that, but I thought I'd plant that in your mind also.
Very helpful.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Hill. Very helpful. Anything else from the commission? Thank you. Let's go to director report.
So while you brought up Tippy, she did have her baby. He's about 2 weeks old now.
Uh-huh.
So she will be back at the end of late September, not the very end of September, but about September 21st, I think it is. So, yeah. So just, so I don't know when did you say that meeting was, or the open house?
We've not solidified it, but I think it's the end of September,
Is it kind of
Sarah.
an open house, or is it?
Yeah, it's going to, it'll be at the Larry H. Miller Realty or the construction group, because they
Okay.
wanted to have everybody come in. We're going to Zoom it also.
Oh, okay. So depending on the date, she may be back. In the meantime, David Jellin, right here, will be covering that. So that project is moving along. They've been meeting with us on utility master planning, and they're getting close to submitting their first village plan. So, their first step is to put in a big water tank, so that's a big deal, and some other utilities. That's their first step that they're working on. So just an update there. Okay, as far as recent approvals go, we did have on July 7th, the city council approved the Jacob Ranch Marketplace Lot 7 and also Lot 8. And that's the most recent meeting. Oh, sorry, they did have a meeting. Nope, that was the most recent one since your last meeting. So your next meeting will be on July 30th. We're expecting 4 or 5 items for that night. And then to just reiterate what Commissioner Hill said, the city covers the registration fee for the APA conference if you do choose to go. It is 2 days. It's a Thursday and a Friday. Is that right? And then, what? Oh, I apologize. A Wednesday and a Thursday. So I got that wrong. We did send out an email that came from Sherilyn. If you are interested in going, the registration fee will be covered, but you do have to cover your own travel. If you stay overnight, you have to cover that. There is meals and snacks included, and then as Commissioner Hill said, there's one. You can definitely go to both days. There's one day that's more specifically focused for citizen planners, which would be planning commissioners.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Do we have a need for a closed session?
We don't.
Great. Well, then this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks.